Welcome. Today we're diving into the world of experiential learning, a powerful educational theory that emphasizes learning through direct experience. Unlike traditional methods that focus on lectures and memorization, experiential learning encourages active participation, reflection, and real-world application. This approach is rooted in the belief that people learn best when they are directly involved in the learning process. Throughout this video, we'll explore the key concepts, stages, and practical examples of experiential learning, helping you understand why it's become such a popular and effective method in education today. Let's begin our journey into learning by doing. Experiential learning as an educational theory has its roots in the early 20th century, drawing inspiration from thinkers like John Dewey, Kurt Lewin, and Jean Piaget. These pioneers believed that education should be grounded in experience and that learners construct knowledge through active engagement with their environment. Dewey, for example, emphasized the importance of reflection and hands-on activities in the classroom. Over time, these ideas evolved and were further developed by David Kolb, who formalized experiential learning into a structured model. Understanding the origins helps us appreciate the depth and significance of this approach. David Kolb is widely recognized for his influential work in experiential learning. In the 1980s, Kolb introduced the experiential learning cycle, a model that outlines how people learn from experience. His theory is based on the idea that learning is a process where knowledge is created through the transformation of experience. Kolb's model has become a cornerstone in educational theory, shaping how educators design learning activities and assessment. By focusing on the learner's active involvement, Kolb's work has helped shift the focus from passive absorption of information to meaningful, hands-on learning. The heart of Kolb's theory is the experiential learning cycle, which consists of 4 stages: concrete experience, reflective observation, abstract conceptualization, and active experimentation. This cycle illustrates how learners move from having a direct experience to reflecting on it, forming new ideas, and then testing those ideas in new situations. The process is continuous, allowing learners to build on their experiences and deepen their understanding over time. Each stage plays a crucial role in transforming experience into knowledge, making learning more dynamic and effective. First stage of the experiential learning cycle is concrete experience. This is where learning begins, as individuals actively engage in a new experience or activity. It could be anything from conducting a science experiment to participating in a group project or even traveling to a new place. The key is direct involvement. Learners are not just observing but actually doing. These first-hand experiences provide the raw material for learning, setting the stage for deeper reflection and understanding in the following steps. After engaging in a concrete experience, the next stage is reflective observation. Here, learners take a step back to think about what happened during the activity. They consider what went well, what was challenging, and how they felt throughout the process. This reflection is essential because it helps learners make sense of their experiences, identify patterns, and recognize areas for improvement. By thoughtfully analyzing their actions and outcomes, learners prepare themselves for the next stage of the cycle. The third stage, abstract conceptualization, learners use their reflections to develop new ideas or modify existing concepts. This is where theory meets practice. Learners connect their experiences to broader principles, frameworks, or models, allowing them to understand the underlying reasons behind what they observed. This stage is crucial for turning specific experiences into general knowledge that can be applied in different contexts. It's about making sense of experiences and building a foundation for future learning. Final stage of the cycle is active experimentation. Here, learners take the concepts and ideas they've developed and apply them to new situations. This might involve trying out a new strategy in a project, testing a hypothesis in a lab, or using a different approach in a real-world scenario. Through experimentation, learners see how their ideas work in practice, which leads to new experiences and restarts the learning cycle. This stage emphasizes the importance of action and continuous improvement. Kolb's theory also identifies different learning styles based on how individuals prefer to engage with the learning cycle. These styles include diverging, assimilating, converging, and accommodating. Each style reflects a unique way of processing information and approaching new experiences. For example, divergers excel at viewing situations from multiple perspectives, while convergers prefer practical application of ideas. Recognizing these styles helps educators tailor their teaching methods to better support diverse learners. Diverging learning style is characterized by an ability to see things from different viewpoints. Learners with this style are imaginative, open-minded, and excel at brainstorming and gathering information. They prefer to observe rather than take immediate action and are often sensitive to the feelings of others. Divergers thrive in group settings where they can discuss ideas and reflect on experiences before making decisions. This style is especially valuable in creative and collaborative environments. Simulators are learners who excel at understanding a wide range of information and organizing it in a clear, logical way. They prefer abstract concepts and theoretical models over practical application. Simulators enjoy reading lectures and analyzing ideas, often seeking to understand the underlying principles behind what they learn. This style is well suited for academic and research-oriented environments, where deep understanding and structured thinking are essential. Convergers are practical problem solvers who prefer to apply ideas and theories to real-world situations. They enjoy technical tasks and experiments, often seeking solutions to specific problems. Convergers are independent and efficient, thriving in environments where they can test their ideas and see immediate results. This learning style is particularly effective in fields like engineering, technology, and applied sciences, where hands-on application is key. Accommodators are action-oriented learners who rely on intuition and hands-on experience. They prefer to take risks, try new things, and adapt quickly to changing situations. Accommodators learn best through trial and error, often seeking feedback and guidance from others. This style is ideal for dynamic environments where flexibility and adaptability are important, such as entrepreneurship or project management. Experiential learning offers numerous benefits for both learners and educators. It fosters deeper understanding, improves retention, and enhances critical thinking skills. By engaging directly with real-world problems, learners develop practical skills and confidence. This approach also encourages collaboration, creativity, and self-reflection, making learning more meaningful and memorable. Educators find that experiential learning increases student motivation and participation, leading to better educational outcomes overall. While experiential learning is highly effective, it does come with challenges. Designing meaningful experiences requires careful planning and resources. Not all learners are comfortable with active participation, and some may struggle with the ambiguity of open-ended tasks. Additionally, assessing experiential learning can be complex, as it often involves subjective evaluation of skills and growth. Despite these challenges, the benefits often outweigh the difficulties, especially when educators are well prepared. In experiential learning, the educator's role shifts from being a traditional instructor to a facilitator or guide. Instead of simply delivering information, educators create opportunities for students to engage, reflect, and experiment. They provide support, feedback, and encouragement, helping learners navigate challenges and make connections between experiences and concepts. This approach requires flexibility, creativity, and a deep understanding of both the subject matter and the learners themselves. Creating effective experiential learning activities involves careful planning and alignment with learning objectives. Educators must consider the needs and interests of their learners, the resources available, and the desired outcomes. Activities should be challenging yet achievable, allowing learners to engage deeply and reflect on their experiences. Examples include simulations, role-playing, field trips, and collaborative projects. The key is to design experiences that are meaningful, relevant, and connected to real-world contexts. Reflection is a cornerstone of experiential learning. It allows learners to process their experiences, draw connections, and develop insights. Educators can facilitate reflection through guided discussions, journaling, or group debriefs. The goal is to help learners move beyond surface-level observations and think critically about their actions and outcomes. Effective reflection leads to deeper understanding and prepares learners for future challenges. Assessing experiential learning can be complex, as it often involves evaluating both the process and the outcomes. Traditional tests may not capture the full range of skills and knowledge gained. Instead, educators use a variety of assessment methods, such as portfolios, presentations, self-assessments, and peer evaluations. These approaches provide a more comprehensive view of learner growth and achievement, ensuring that assessment aligns with the goals of experiential learning. Science experiments are a classic example of experiential learning in action. Students actively engage in hands-on activities, test hypotheses, and observe results. Through experimentation, they develop critical thinking skills, learn scientific concepts, and gain practical experience. Reflection and discussion help solidify their understanding, making science more engaging and memorable. This approach demonstrates how experiential learning brings abstract concepts to life. Field trips provide learners with opportunities to experience new environments and apply classroom knowledge in real-world settings. Whether visiting a museum, nature reserve, or historical site, students engage with their surroundings, observe, and interact with experts. These experiences foster curiosity, deepen understanding, and create lasting memories. Field trips exemplify how experiential learning extends beyond the classroom and connects learning to the world around us. Role-playing activities immerse learners in simulated scenarios, allowing them to practice skills, solve problems, and explore different perspectives. Whether acting out historical events or simulating workplace situations, role-playing encourages empathy, creativity, and critical thinking. Learners reflect on their experiences, discuss outcomes, and apply lessons to real-life situations. This method is especially effective for developing communication and interpersonal skill. Service learning combines community service with academic learning, giving students the chance to address real-world issues while developing knowledge and skills. Learners participate in projects that benefit their communities, such as volunteering, organizing events, or conducting research. Through reflection and discussion, they connect their experiences to academic content and personal growth. Service learning fosters civic responsibility and a sense of purpose. Internships offer learners valuable hands-on experience in professional settings. By working alongside experienced professionals, students apply classroom knowledge, develop new skills, and gain insight into their chosen fields. Internships encourage reflection, networking, and career exploration, making them a vital component of experiential learning. These experiences often lead to increased confidence and better job prospects after graduation. Collaborative projects require learners to work together to solve problems, create products, or complete tasks. These projects foster teamwork, communication, and leadership skills. By sharing ideas and responsibilities, learners gain new perspectives and develop a sense of ownership over their work. Collaborative projects are a key element of experiential learning, preparing students for success in both academic and professional settings. Simulations recreate real-world scenarios in a controlled environment, allowing learners to practice decision-making and problem-solving. Examples include business simulations, medical training, and emergency response drills. Simulations provide a safe space to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from outcomes. This method enhances critical thinking and prepares learners for real-life challenges. Outdoor education programs immerse learners in natural environments, promoting physical activity, environmental awareness, and personal growth. Activities such as hiking, camping, and team-building exercises encourage learners to step out of their comfort zones and develop resilience. Outdoor education exemplifies experiential learning by connecting academic content to real-world experiences and fostering a sense of adventure. Creative arts activities such as painting, music, and drama provide rich opportunities for experiential learning. Learners express themselves, experiment with new techniques, and reflect on their creative process. These experiences foster self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and problem-solving skills. The arts encourage learners to take risks, embrace mistakes, and develop a lifelong love of learning. Technology integration in experiential learning includes using digital tools, simulations, and online platforms to enhance learning experiences. Learners might create digital portfolios, participate in virtual labs, or collaborate on online projects. Technology expands access to resources and allows for innovative approaches to experiential learning, making it more engaging and accessible for diverse learners. Problem-based learning challenges students to solve complex, real-world problems. Learners work in teams to research, analyze, and develop solutions, applying knowledge from multiple disciplines. This approach fosters critical thinking, collaboration, and self-directed learning. By tackling authentic problems, learners see the relevance of their studies and develop skills that are valuable beyond the classroom. These studies present learners with real or hypothetical scenarios, encouraging them to analyze situations, make decisions, and justify their reasoning. This method develops analytical and decision-making skills, as learners must consider multiple perspectives and possible outcomes. Case studies are widely used in business, law, and healthcare education, providing a bridge between theory and practice. Peer teaching involves learners taking on the role of instructor, sharing knowledge and skills with their classmates. This approach reinforces understanding, builds confidence, and fosters a collaborative learning environment. Peer teaching encourages active participation and helps learners develop communication and leadership skills, making it a valuable component of experiential learning. Reflection journals are a powerful tool for experiential learning. Learners regularly record their thoughts, feelings, and insights about their experiences. This practice encourages self-awareness, critical thinking, and personal growth. Journals provide a space for learners to process challenges, celebrate successes, and set goals for future learning. Over time, reflection journals become a valuable record of progress and development. Makerspaces are creative environments where learners can design, build, and experiment with various materials and technologies. These spaces encourage hands-on exploration, problem-solving, and innovation. Learners work on projects ranging from robotics to art installations, developing technical skills and creative confidence. Makerspaces embody the spirit of experiential learning by fostering curiosity and a love of discovery. Study abroad programs immerse learners in new cultures, languages, and environments. These experiences broaden perspectives, enhance language skills, and promote personal growth. Learners navigate unfamiliar situations, adapt to new customs, and reflect on their experiences. Study abroad is a powerful form of experiential learning, fostering independence, resilience, and global awareness. Entrepreneurship projects challenge learners to develop business ideas, create plans, and launch ventures. Through hands-on experience, learners develop problem-solving, leadership, and financial skills. They learn to navigate uncertainty, adapt to feedback, and persevere through challenges. Entrepreneurship projects exemplify experiential learning by turning ideas into action and fostering a spirit of innovation. Community-based research involves learners in projects that address local issues and involve collaboration with community members. Learners conduct research, collect data, and develop solutions that benefit the community. This approach fosters civic engagement, critical thinking, and real-world problem-solving. Community-based research connects academic learning to meaningful social impact. Leadership training programs use experiential learning to develop essential skills such as communication, decision-making, and teamwork. Learners participate in simulations, group activities, and real-world projects that challenge them to lead and collaborate effectively. Reflection and feedback help learners identify strengths and areas for growth, preparing them for leadership roles in various settings. Language immersion programs place learners in environments where they must use a new language to communicate and navigate daily life. This approach accelerates language acquisition, cultural understanding, and confidence. Learners practice speaking, listening, and problem-solving in authentic contexts, making language learning more effective and enjoyable. Apprenticeships combine classroom instruction with on-the-job training, allowing learners to develop practical skills under the guidance of experienced mentors. Apprentices gain hands-on experience, build professional networks, and prepare for careers in various trades and professions. This model of experiential learning bridges the gap between education and employment, ensuring learners are job-ready. Social entrepreneurship projects challenge learners to develop innovative solutions to social and environmental issues. Learners identify problems, design interventions, and implement projects that create positive change. This approach fosters creativity, empathy, and a sense of responsibility. Social entrepreneurship demonstrates how experiential learning can drive both personal and societal transformation. Health simulations provide learners with realistic scenarios to practice medical procedures, decision-making, and teamwork. Using mannequins, virtual reality, or role-play, learners develop clinical skills and confidence in a safe environment. Reflection and feedback are integral, helping learners improve performance and prepare for real-life healthcare situations. Environmental projects engage learners in activities such as conservation, recycling, and sustainability initiatives. Learners investigate environmental issues, develop solutions, and take action to protect the planet. These projects foster environmental awareness, responsibility, and a sense of stewardship. Experiential learning in this context connects academic content to real-world challenges and inspires positive change. Sports and physical education provide rich opportunities for experiential learning. Learners develop physical skills, teamwork, and discipline through active participation in sports and fitness activities. Reflection on performance, goal setting, and feedback help learners improve and build confidence. Physical education demonstrates how experiential learning supports holistic development, mind, body, and spirit. Summary: experiential learning transforms education by making it active, engaging, and relevant. By participating in meaningful experiences, reflecting on outcomes, and applying new knowledge, learners develop skills and understanding that last a lifetime. Whether in the classroom, workplace, or community, experiential learning empowers individuals to become confident, creative, and adaptable. As we've seen, learning by doing is not just a theory, it's a pathway to lifelong growth and success.